Blake, a British poet, explores both divine creation and artistic creation in his poem The Tyger. The poem, written in 1794, additionally discusses cosmic will and human will. In Blake's day, religious individuals and their institutions held great sway over people, far more than they do now in contemporary Europe. Questioning God's absolute supremacy was rare. Blake was worshipful of the Bible, but hostile to the Church of England and indeed to almost all forms of organized religion. Blake's works are characterized as part of the Romantic movement. Blake's poem is both a re-evaluation and celebration of nature and its sublime power. The physical structure of the poem represents its key concerns. The poem holds 6 stanzas which allude to the 6 days of creation according to Judeo-Christian beliefs. The poem's pace increases in the continuous questions such as what the hammer, what the chain. The use of sharp punctuation and continuous questioning represents the frantic nature of the obsession of humans in obtaining the answer to existential questions. Furthermore, Blake discusses the theme of religion in his poem. The poem's main theme is the questioning and challenging of the notion of a higher power. Blake attacks the notion of a kind and generous and all-powerful Christian God. In order to further emphasize the theme of religiosity, the repetition of lines such as Tyger, Tyger, burning bright, and frame thy fearful symmetry create a religious chant-like mood to the whole poem, which contributes to the poem's mysteriousness. Blake also explores the existence of evil. The phrase fearful symmetry presents the idea that the tiger is a beautifully mysterious creature, yet lethal at the same time. This points to human nature as being one of good and evil. The tiger is strikingly beautiful, yet also horrific in its capacity for violence. Blake thus presents the question, what does it mean to live in a world where a being can at once contain beauty and horror? Perfectly beautiful and yet perfectly destructive, Blake's tiger becomes the symbolic center for an investigation into the presence of evil in the world. The imagery of distant deeps or skies bring to mind the notions of hell being underground and heaven being in the sky, since the tiger may have been created in either hell, the deeps, or heaven, the skies. One of Blake's central notions of his poem is the awe and mystery of creation and the creator. Blake poses the question of, does a transcendent being exist? And what does the undeniable existence of evil and violence in the world tell us about the nature of this being? The immortal hand or eye symbols of sight and creation immediately conjure references to a creative God. Questioning whether God could do anything is a direct attack on the omnipotence of such a God. Blake builds on the general perception that all living entities must reflect its creator in some manner. And thus, if so, is God good or evil? And what is the nature of mankind? The poet struggles with the idea that such a powerfully destructive living entity can be a creation of a purely artful God. Moreover, Blake presents the notion of the danger of power and creation. Blake presents the idea of creative responsibility and the moral questions that go along with the consideration of physical power. While the creator is still God, the means of creation for so dangerous a creature is mechanical rather than natural. The mechanical creation is seen in the symbol of a blacksmith and their tools such as hammer, chain, furnace, and anvil. Technology may be a benefit to humankind in many ways, but within it still holds deadly potential. The use of blacksmithing imagery for the creation of the tiger alludes to the industrialism of the Britain of Blake's day. The smith reference also ties into the fiery image associated with the tiger and heightens the energy and danger of the tiger's creation. Blake condemns God as he questions his intent in creating evil, here represented as the tiger, as he uses the term dare. Additionally, Blake uses juxtaposition in his contrast of the tiger and the lamb. The tiger is fierce and brutal in its quest for sustenance, whilst the lamb is meek and gentle in its quest for survival. Blake causes the reader to question, is it possible that the same God who made the lamb, a symbol of innocence, also the one who made the tiger, a symbol of evil. Blake explores what is unexplainable in the universe, presenting evil as the prime example of something that cannot be denied, but will not withstand simplistic explanation either. Ultimately, Blake's poem, The Tyger, leads us to ask whether or not the lamb and the tiger really are so different after all, if they are both manifestations of the same creative force.